What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we're going to be looking into a Facebook gaming streamer who goes by the name of Giwrgie Right, so I don't actually know what his name is, so I'm going to call him Giwrgie throughout this because the letters just don't match up. Not in the English language anyway. The guy's not an English streamer. However, he found himself getting caught up in the recent ban wave. And we're going to show you today exactly how we know that. But before we get started, guys, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Let's get this one to 5,000 likes. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeeman. This is the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you think they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. Well, this is his page, guys. Giwrgie. You can understand how I'm struggling to actually pronounce that. Giwrgies. Giwrgies. That's what I'm calling him. Giwrgie. Okay? I hope that's okay with him. Giwrgie. Okay, so Giwrgie's page on Facebook. The guy was streaming Warzone predominantly for a very long time until recently when he actually found himself being banned in the 60,000 ban wave, which was actually linked to trace files being detected from engine owning cheat engines. Usually when this type of thing happens to a streamer, you'll find them pretending to be sick for a couple of days, pretending their account's been hacked, going on holiday, moving house, things like this. Okay, any excuse they can think of at that time to avoid actually having to publicly announce that they've been caught and banned. However, Giwrgie did not realise, I don't think, that there was a ban wave because he actually put a post out on his page telling his fans that he'd been banned with no understanding of why it happened. As we scroll further down on his page, you can see the guy's got 2,647 followers. He's not a massive streamer, not big. But that's enough people to be lying to, especially when he's a level up streamer on Facebook Gaming. That means that he's got monetization active. That means that people can send him donations and people can support him. There's a become a supporter button at the top, which means that he's got the supporter button active as well. So these are ways in which he can receive money from his viewers. Now, he's been caught up in a ban wave. Let's take a look at the post where he actually comes out and tells his fans that he's been banned. So here's the post where he actually admitted to being banned on the 2nd of February of 2016. Good afternoon, friends, followers, haters, etc. I would like to inform you that after lunchtime, I tried to get Warzone in, and what should I see? My account permanently banned. I don't know the reason, unban appeal will not accept, and the truth is that after that, I don't even feel like making another account and playing. So probably out here somewhere, the Call of Duty stream ends. By the way, those who think I was playing bullshit happy to see how I did what I did without third-party apps, chance to have some coffee. Of course, this was translated by Facebook themselves, so of course it was written in his own language. So the translation may come across as a little bit choppy. Okay, so he's already being defensive in his actual post, where he's talking about being banned. I'm guessing at this point, he did not realise that there was a 60,000 account ban wave. We went and had a look back through his page to see where he actually finished playing Warzone and where he started back up. For me personally, if it was a false ban, you don't need to take a couple of weeks out. You don't need to take a week and a half out. What you need to do is make a new account, start up fresh and crack on with it. But what does he do? 2 weeks ago here, there was a video posted about Warzone. That was 2 weeks ago. Okay, so we went from playing Forza the day after his Warzone ban to then playing Rust. And that went on for 10 days. Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, Day 4, and so on, all the way up to Day 10. You can see it here. Day 10's there. And then guess what? 5 days ago, he started back up on Call of Duty Warzone. Okay? So bearing in mind, the account prior to his ban was level 505, which got banned. And he's now started back up on a fresh account. Okay, so he's actually leveling his weapons up in the game. That's fine. But I still believe that he may actually be shadow banned as well. That his new account has been shadow banned, which will happen if they find trace files still in your computer on the same computer where your main account got banned from. Obviously, a lot of people out there who do use cheats use a hardware ID spoofer, and this is so that they can avoid any future shadow bans. However, I believe that Giwrgie has actually caught himself up in a shadow ban as he started back up on a new account. And the reason I say that is due to the pattern in which he's starting games. While the game's loading and it shows the ping, he always goes into the weapons and starts messing about. And then he has some overlays on his stream which actually cover the latency section when you're on the weapons, which is in the top center. So that's covered when he's looking at his weapons, and it doesn't show the ping as he's loading into games. And this happens at least 3 or 4 times in a row, where he hides his ping and you cannot see it whatsoever. It goes from like 90 up to 114, and then he quickly goes into the weapons section and hides his ping. And I personally believe that he may actually be shadow banned still at this point, 5 days ago on his first stream back on Warzone. Let's go and take a look now. As I mentioned, when he actually goes to load the game up, playing Plunder Trios, you see the ping, and then he goes into weapons, and what do you know? You can't see what ping it is, and you can tell that actually the position of his overlays being central at the top actually hides the latency that's in the game that tells them what sort of ping they're searching for. So if he was going into shadow banned lobbies, you wouldn't even know, because he's looking at the edit loadouts options, and he's got overlays to cover where the latency is. So I thought I'll hold out a little bit and see where it goes. See if he actually goes back into the lobby before the game starts. And what do you know? He flicks through them. And he actually doesn't edit anything. There's no edits being made to his weapons. It's just almost like he's using it to bide time. He's looking through things. Almost like, hurry up and start the game. I'm just flicking through my weapons. Okay, so you can pass that off as he may not be doing this intentionally, because it's only the once, yeah? He hovers over the back sign at the bottom left-hand side now. And you can see that he's actually looking around at this point. Like, oh, hurry up and load into the game. He starts messing about with something else. And he's still staying on the weapon screen here, where he's made no edits, he's made no changes. And then they load into a game. Okay? But that can happen. That can happen on one occasion. That's fine. But when it happens on every single time they load into a game, that's when you've got to start asking questions. Watch this. And this happens regularly. Most games, he's actually doing this. He's searching for games and then looking into his weapons, almost to hide his ping. Now, this is speculation. This is just me analysing what I'm seeing. Okay? So they're going into games, and as it's searching, the ping goes up a little bit too high for my liking. But as it goes up, he automatically goes into the weapons section. As you can see here, the ping's on 97 at the moment. It will go up again. And as it goes up, he then goes into the weapons section. You can actually see he's quite busy at the moment. I think he's actually filling his electric cigarette up. Okay? So he's doing that, but keeping an eye on the ping constantly. He keeps looking over at the ping. And as it goes up, now it's on 114. What does he do? He quickly goes over to the weapons section, doesn't he? And you can see again, he's got the overlays in the top center, so you can't even see what the ping is whatsoever. He's flicking through the weapons. Has he picked anything? Has he chosen a weapon? Has he changed any attachments on his guns? Has he done any edits whatsoever to his loadouts? No. So this, to me, I feel like he's actually hiding a shadow ban. But again, that's only happened 2 times. So we see if it happens again. Maybe 3rd time lucky. Maybe we'll actually get to see what level ping he's going into on a Plunder Trios game. No. I don't even think that showed any ping whatsoever before he goes into the weapons section. And again, top center, covered up with the overlays. And he's flicking through guns that are all locked. So what's the point in even looking at them? Making absolutely no sense. Go on, click back. Click back. Are you going to click back? Are you going to let us see what ping you're going into on this lobby? No, too late, I suppose. For me, it all seems a little bit too suspicious, the fact that he's trying to hide his ping by going into the weapons section. It just doesn't sit right with me. I feel like if it happened once or twice maybe in a stream, that's fine, because people do look at the weapons, people do flick through their options, but to do the exact same thing every time they're searching for the game, that's when it becomes a little bit too much, maybe just a little bit suspicious. So for me, it's simple. He got banned for using cheats. He then made a post about it, but then in the post was already on the defensive, claiming that he wasn't cheating when no one had actually accused him at that point. And then he's made a new account 10 days later, and now he's shadow banned in that account. He's probably come up with this amazing story about his ban being false. You know, like Torve and his false ban. You know, like all these streamers saying, oh, I've got hacked. You know, like all these streamers doing whatever other excuse on the day that there's a ban wave. Think about it. Come on. At least he had the decency to tell his fans that he was banned. He lied about it being a false ban, but obviously he's got to save face somehow. But at the end of the day, all these streamers have been caught up in ban waves, and it doesn't just happen. Maybe if 1 or 2 streamers, you'd be thinking, yeah, okay, it was a false ban, I believe you. But it's happening all over the place. There's so many to come as well. We've still got loads of streamers who were caught up in the 60,000 ban wave, and we're going to be making videos on them in the future, for sure. Well, there we have it, guys. Giwrgie's got himself caught up in the 60,000 ban wave, which was to do with trace files being found by engine owning. So he's gone and made himself a new account after a couple of days playing Rust, and he's continuing on as if nothing ever happened. If you did enjoy this video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Let's get this one to 5,000 likes. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about this video. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget, guys, to follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeeman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!